All right, Scorpios, I am still doing, like I did last month, I'm doing the Fairy Tarot deck and the Archangel Power Tarot deck. And the angels have decided to go first because that's the difference. They're like, keep mixing it up. They keep mixing it up. All right. So September is a great month. It's a lot going down, you guys. And the heads up for all the readings have been going to another layer of releasing fear and not in denial, not pretending it's not there, okay? Don't pretend it's not there. Everybody's got it. Some have released more than others, no big deal. But it's your next level, your A to your B. And just don't deny it. Denying it makes it worse, makes it drama, because you're going to be coming up against stuff in September. Great stuff, and also stuff where that's the theme for all the signs is going to a new layer of releasing fear and not trying to be in control so much of that emotion, okay? Being like, if you notice it and you're shutting down or trying to control or freaking out, to be like, oh, there's my fear. You know what? I'm going to ask to have that released. Let me just do that 1, 2, 3 and ask for assistance with that. I don't care if you ask for the universe or whatever. The one I always recommend is Archangel Michael. He clears negative energy. He protects. He also cuts emotional cords. Anything, like, just clean it all out. Ask him to clean it all out. See what happens. It's fun. All right, so the angels are going first with you guys. Awesome. Yeah, there's a lot of forward motion going on in September. So this is time to act upon your plans. You're moving forward. You're doing whatever, like a new opportunity, a new, yeah. It's school, opportunity, whatever you're doing. Yes, creativity is rewarded. Abundant resources for your creative. They really, really want you to own your creative genius, okay? Really own your creative genius and whatever is your genius, because you have it. They want you to offer it and not compare yourself to other people about that. But I do feel like you're much better about that. At least the people who watch me are much better about that. Not comparing and just owning their own genius and flying with it, because that's what they want you to do. The 5 of Ariel is saying you don't need to go through your challenges alone, though. So if stuff comes up and they're saying fear or lack or I don't have enough time or this isn't happening the way I think it's supposed to happen, all of that, you have help nearby, okay? And Ariel's manifestation. So everything's great, but you have help and you will be using help, okay? And that's going to calm you down when you realize you're not alone. And I don't mean alone like everyone's like, well, I'm not alone. Well, we kind of are, we kind of aren't. So you're not when it comes to the universe and asking for wonderful people who want to help you, okay? That can be a really good motto. You know what I mean? Like, wonderful people want to help me. I'm so lucky and everything's working out. Like, that's your mantra. And it might not look exactly the way you think. So the helpful people will help you with perspective as well. Because at the end, look at this magician. You're manifesting the life you want. So they said, if you want to create a life and release another layer of fear, do it. You can do it. You can do it with ease. You can accomplish the life you want. Yeah, you can manifest. What you need will magically appear. You're getting help. Like, how do I have this? Boom. Just ask out loud. Ask out loud, you guys. This is awesome. So those are the angels. They're just giving you like such a big high five right now. September is awesome, super productive, and do not forget to ask for the universe for amazing, wonderful, helpful people to have you get things done. They'll also have really good ideas. They'll have really good ideas. Okay? And it could be something you're struggling with or whatever. Like, what if it's easy to figure this out? Okay? They just want you to have it like, what if it's easy? That's the thing for you guys this month especially. Yeah, okay. Okay, so underneath time to move forward is because you've got the life experience underneath you, which means how you've been working before wasn't working and it's gone. This is letting go of old belief systems. You're acting upon new expanded plans. Okay? Because this is falling away. Old patterns, and again, thank you. It's old patterns of fear, of lack, of not enough, of scarcity, whatever it is, of comparing. Everybody else is like this and I can't. No. Like, you know, I was going to say fuck that, but I'll say screw that. I'll say them both, but screw that, because this is not about, let your genius shine, and everybody's genius comes out like in weird ways. Don't worry about it. So it's not like, how come my life doesn't look as smooth as other? it's all awesome. They're just saying, don't pretend you don't feel fear. If with that, notice it and be like, I don't need that. That's not helpful. So this is coming down. This is coming down. All right, you guys. And it's time to act upon the plans without fear, without those belief systems. Underneath the 5 of Ariel, where you're asking for helpful people, is the fairy deck is giving me Princess of Winter, inquisitive, truthful, realistic, and undiplomatic. They're telling you these kinds of people are going to be helpful in your life. Okay? And also you guys are like this. You're very inquisitive, you're very truthful. Less truthful with yourself than you are with others, they're saying. Realistic and undiplomatic. Like you'll tell it like it is. So they want you to have these people because these people are actually super supportive. Information that can help you, but which might be difficult to hear. Speaking the truth with kindness, an indigo child or adult. I'm an indigo child, and my age group, a lot of us are. But this is like listening to something that's super, super helpful. And this is the underneath the helpful people. 5 of Ariel is saying, reach out to people. These people will help you. They're realistic people, but not realistic based on like crunching numbers. They're realistic people about what's holding you back, about like, what are you afraid of? Well, this because of this and this and this, la, 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 la. You're giving me lots of reasons. So if you weren't afraid, then what are you going to write? What are you going to do? How are you going to act? What's your next step if you don't have that? Okay. That's really, I'm giving it to you now. That's really good advice. Underneath the Magician, saying you can manifest the life you have now because you're letting go of all that crap, okay, is unity. And this is taking everybody's, the wonderful people you have, this is taking their advice. The unity is bringing lots of different ways of being together. Do the right thing for the right reasons. Now, when I hear that, it's not fear. You're doing the right thing for the right reasons. They want you to have clarity and give your voice. The Empress, Archangel Gabriel, is bringing clarity and messaging. I feel like a lot of you guys are writers. Okay, a lot of the Scorpios I feel are writing, giving messaging, bloggers, whatever. But you're writing a lot, and how you want to show yourself. They want it to be without fear. They're saying your vulnerability of like as a person, not as like a wounded person, but just as a person, is really going to open up a new audience for you. So you need to accept that part of yourself and others. It's really going to open the floodgates. But this is letting like there's a unity. You're accepting other opinions but opinions that you trust, like good, unemotional advice. Nobody who has an agenda other than yours. You know, when it comes to, if someone asks me advice, I'm like, well, what do you want to do? And they're like, well, I want to do this, but anytime you're saying but, what are you cutting off of? Like, what's the fear? What's the worry? Doesn't mean that details won't be handled. The great news about September, details are always handled in September. Yeah. And you're getting a new community of people you really trust. And I think you've been building this for a while, but it's still in flux. It's still in flux, you guys. So this is an amazing reading. You're accomplishing a lot, you guys. You're accomplishing a lot and you're releasing a lot. This life experience card's awesome because it's always like let go of old belief systems that have held you back. It doesn't mean that the belief systems have screwed you over. It's just they've held you back in some way. And they'll slow you down. So I would just say face whatever you need to face. When you hear a but, it's like usually fear. But what about this? What about this? Go for it. Do it. What's the worst that can happen? So what? Always trust your gut and what makes you feel light. Worry does not make you feel light, you guys. It just doesn't. What feels light to you? So be with that for a while. It's an awesome September. A lot is happening, as I said, and I will see you for the new moon readings.